Hey, welcome. My name is Kadon Sterling. This is Mogul Talk One-on-One. Thank you so much to everybody who subscribes to the channel, everybody who hit the like button. I thank y'all so much. Don't forget to follow me also on Cars, Golf, and Cigars right here on YouTube, also on Patreon, also on TikTok, on all platforms. Also, the FA Podcast, the Fearless Ambition Podcast, where we talk about everything trending but not gossip. Trending though, yeah, but not gossip. But right here on Mogul Talk One-on-One, we talk about business, financial business for the entrepreneurs, for the mogul-minded people, for the people that's trying to get ahead on their own terms in life. That's what we're here for. We're here to discuss these things. All right, so stay with me. I'll be right back. And welcome back. Welcome back to Mogul Talk One-on-One. I'm your man, Kadon Sterling, man. I'm so blessed to be here with y'all today. Man, I ain't have a good day yesterday, but we gonna make today a good day. Listen here, let's stay on topic, man. This platform here is to help people, truly help people have conversations about money, investments, and long-term things that will require them acquiring assets. You know, we discuss so many things that don't serve us. We need to discuss things that serve us. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we're here to talk about today. Today's topic, really, let's name it profitability with patient financing, or profitability with financing patience. I like that one better. Now, let's get right to it. My main thing that I've learned and continue to learn is about DRIP. And I'm not talking about the clothing line. I'm not talking about anything. I'm talking about DRIP, dividend reinvestment programs or processing, which is important because basically it just means that every single time you get a dividend towards your basic stocks or annuities, whatever it is. Every time you get a dividend, every time you get paid out, instead of taking that dividend and putting it towards your cash, leave it and let that dividend get reinvested back into the stock, back into the index, back into the mutual fund, back into wherever the dividend came from. Why? Because that's a surefire way of allowing your money to start working for you after you have already been working for your money. Okay? Now, there's a guy by the name of Storm Leroy. I don't know if that's his actual name or not, but that's what he goes by on YouTube or what have you. Very smart dude. Very smart dude when it comes to real estate. His game is the real estate game, you know. But one thing he said that I agree with, and this is for people that have 9-to-5s. Your 9-to-5 is your very first business partner. And I'm going to tell you, when I first experienced that, I used to look at my job, when I had a job, I used to look at my job as working the hell out of me. My job is working the hell out of me. Then I realized I need to start working the job. Instead of the job working me, I started working the job. Like the job became a lick to me. You understand what I'm saying? Instead of it being such a place I hated to go, I started realizing the financial potentials of growth from me being there and putting my time invested into it. So I used to think, I'm wasting all my time and my energy working this job, because I was looking at it wrong. And a lot of people look at their occupation wrong who have a job. If you have a job, don't let that stop you from having a plan. You still got to have a plan, because a job is a 9-to-5 that's requiring your time. Okay? And time is very valuable, extremely valuable, because you can't get it back, right? So if that's the case, then you got to start looking at that job, not as a job, but as a hustle, as a means to a growth, a financial growth. What can that job do for you? Does the job have IRAs? Does the job have any stock benefits? Does the job have anything that can help your money grow while you're working? And once you realize those things, whether it's a pension or whatever it is, then you start looking at your job completely differently. You look at your job like a business partner. Because we all sitting back and we all worrying about getting that first big bag. That first big bag is going to help us get where we need to be. That first big bag is going to put us on top. You got a job that can guarantee you a bag. You just have to put more time into getting that bag. Okay. Now, once you realize that, then you got to be smart and patient with watching your money grow that you just got from that job, your business partner. Okay. And that's exactly what I started to do. And I started to look at things differently, and I started to see money grow that maybe never would have had the potential to grow if I didn't change how I thought about my job. So that's what I want to talk to y'all about, the 9-to-5ers. The 9-to-5ers who actually start to feel stuck and stagnant. The 9-to-5ers that start to feel like, damn, I'm wasting my time here. Okay. Depends on how you look at your job. Try to look for every benefit, financial benefit that job is offering, and see if it's worth you staying there to make it a career. And once you do that, apply it. Now let's go to some numbers. Now say you put about $1,000 into a certain stock or into a certain index or what have you. And I personally would tell people, I ain't no expert, okay? I'm growing and learning too. But I personally would tell people, definitely concentrate on indexes like the S&P, the NASDAQ, the Russell 2000, things like that. Because instead of you buying the NVIDIA for whatever that one particular share is, you can buy into the S&P or what have you that already owns NVIDIA and all kind of tech, and have that money multiply and multiply and multiply, because they don't own just one. You know, they got 500 different companies that they've invested into. The Russell 2000 got 2,000 companies they've invested into. All you got to do is invest in the index and let them spread your money around. Let them sprinkle it everywhere and see what comes out of it in 15 years. But the bottom line is, if you could start with $1,000 and you could save $1,000 even in 1 year, I'm talking about the simplest form of income coming in. I'm not talking about taking it out of one check. I'm talking about giving yourself a goal. Giving yourself a goal. Say, I'm going to save $1,000 this 1 year. Or I'm going to save $1,200 this 1 year. That's $100 a check or $100 a month. And you save that straight up and down, and you take that $1,200 and you put that into an index fund, and you make sure you add that drip to it, that dividend reinvestment. So let it sit there. You forgot about that money. You ain't thinking about that money. That $1,200 in 10 years may be around, just giving you some numbers, in 10 years, that $1,200 may have generated $6-7 grand, or maybe $12,000. Now you sitting back with 12 grand. That's all off of dividends and off investment. That's all off of that stuff that came back to you. You didn't have to even save that money. It got saved for you, and it got put back into the indexes that you would already started with $1,200. Now you let that sit there and you double that. Now you put 12,000 on top of that, or you put whatever it is, 15,000 on top of that, and let that double. Let that, forget about that for 20 years. You trying to make your way up to $250,000 for those 9-to-5ers who have a retirement plan. Like I said, just because you have a job don't mean you shouldn't have a plan. We all had to live check to check at some point in our life or what have you, and we get tired of it. So come up with a plan. And you have to be disciplined, which makes you have to have patience. Financial patience will equal profitability. Believe that. It really will. You know? And it's hard, man. It's hard because life be lifing. And things be coming up. Family be coming up. Kids, grandkids, your own personal business be coming up. And you be like, damn, how am I going to get all this done, right? First way you start to get it done, you got to change how you think. And after you change how you think, you change how you move. And after you change how you move, you honestly start changing your conversation with people. Because you realize everybody can't have that conversation with you. There are people that's put in your life to help you elevate. And then sometimes you got to separate to elevate from people in your life. And that's real. And that's not rude. That's not being harsh. That's the truth. Everybody ain't made to be around everybody when you start thinking differently. You know, when you realize you have a certain financial discipline, then it's easy for you to see the people around you that don't. You don't judge them for it. You try to help them and give them some key words. But if they can't pick up what you putting down, then you got to keep it going. Or both of y'all be sitting there with nothing. You know what I'm saying? And a whole group of people sitting around who ain't got nothing having a conversation can't help nobody get something. So that's why I say you got to have different conversations with different people. People that already have it, people that want to share information with you and help you, you know? And then you take that thought process, and if you're into business, you put the same process into business, and then you realize once you get into business, you have to separate your personal life from your business life, which means you no longer are the entity that is the priority. Your entity is your company or companies, your LLCs, your incorporations, your S, your Cs. Those are the priorities. You know, you want to get to the point where you never, ever, ever have to use your social security number to do anything. You should be running off like EINs forever. Your personal social security number you got to be protective of that. You're supposed to be like, what you need that for? I gave you my EIN number, my business number, my business address. You don't need my stuff. All you need to do is run that. Look up my Dun & Bradstreet. You know, see what they saying about my business credit. Financial patience will lead to profitability. You have to understand that. So the first thing I want people to do, if you haven't started, start today. Start next week, start tomorrow, start this month. But don't let 2024 leave and you have nothing invested in any kind of account. It ain't just, you got to get out this mindset of, well, I'm just putting money in my savings account. It's doing nothing for you. Unless it's a high yield savings account, you helping the bank, but it ain't helping you. You might as well keep that money in your shoebox in the crib. You want your money to work for you because you've already worked for your money. So now you have to put it into things that can work for you. Every dollar you have should be making you $2 or $3 more. My name is Kadon Sterling. This is Mogul Talk 101, and I appreciate y'all being here. Share this with everybody. And also, I hustle. Sweatshirts, t-shirts. You can go to Etsy.com right now. Search bar Mogul Mindset. All one word. Don't try to separate it and get fancy. One word, Mogul Mindset at Etsy.com. You can order yours today. I hustle. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for watching.